obviously that was the Battle of Britain theme, if you guys all know that. Alright, so here it is. It's all finished. This is the finished product of the 148 scale Tamiya Lancaster B1 that was manufactured in 1975. That the original instructions that I have somewhere, I put them somewhere, they were in Japanese. So I found the English ones, and here it is. So I started this project in October because I had a group build to do that was done, had to be done by January 1st was the end of the group build. I will be posting pictures on the group build now that it's done, because I'm calling this one finished. So calling it finished, and I'm really excited on how it came out. Now, it was a little painstaking. There was some filling to be done, but that's typical for something this old. But it did go together very nicely. I enjoyed it. So I just finished it now. It's December December 8th, and I started this October 2nd. So this was probably about 2 or 3 hours per day building it, masking it, painting the interior, detailing the interior as best as I could without putting like a lot of money into it. The kit I did buy on the sell and buy plastic model kits group, that which I've been telling you guys about for the past couple of videos I've been posting. I bought this with this kit and with the FW200 that you guys seen that I built. With those two kits, those two kits cost me $110 for both of them. So it was a really good deal that I got for these kits, because I seen them at a hobby shop. Just this one alone, the newest one, the little bit of a newer ones that probably came out in like the 80s and 90s. They're really high in price, and I've seen them already for close to $115 now. So, but here it is. Here's the Lancaster. Great model kit. I enjoyed it a lot. So pretty much all Vallejo colors except the tips of the props. That is actually Tamiya yellow. I had to get Tamiya yellow today because I didn't have any yellow left, so I got the Tamiya yellow just to paint the tips. Now, it's overall British dark earth, British dark green, black, and Vallejo black. Everything was done with airbrush. It's also been clear coated 3 times with Vallejo gloss. Varnish gloss from Mecca. It's Vallejo Mech gloss. I really like that gloss. It goes through the airbrush really nicely. It doesn't clog up anything. So, and then it's got the one coat of matte finish on top from Vallejo, Mecca Vallejo. So a matte varnish. I'm sorry, I take it back. There was also 2 other Tamiya colors added. Was the clear green and the clear red that goes for the navigation lights. So so that's pretty much it with the coloring. A lot of the weathering, I did a lot of research on everything. Oh, and the rubber black. I'm sorry. Rubber black was also Tamiya. So, I did a lot of research. I also asked a ton of questions on my group page and on the Alamo Squadron page, and a lot of people have answered. Only like 1 or 2 people have actually answered the question correctly. That actually gave me a good idea on how to weather it. Now, the exhaust trails that are on the wings itself, they're mostly of Tamiya, not Tamiya, Vallejo gray, a little bit of light gray, a little bit of black, and a little bit of burnt burnt embers. So that's how I did that. That's how I did the burnt. How I did the exhaust trails that are on the exhaust from the engines. Everything else was masked. I used a little bit of blue to kind of simulate the residue of avgas that these aircraft ran on. I was going to do like camouflage on the turrets in the front and the back and in the middle, but looking at photographs, I actually found out they were just strictly black. They weren't camouflaged. The only thing that really got camouflaged was the main canopy for the pilot and co-pilot. Bombardier, it looks like I kind of made a little mistake with the glass, but I actually kind of like it because it looks like it's all faded. So I really like how that came out with. I think I must have got some matte finish sprayed on it by accident. A lot of the chipping is Vallejo silver that I just kind of splatted on there. Has some chipping. I also did a little chip. You can see a little bit of chipping on the props and the spinners. Same thing where the turret is. You can see a little bit of chipping going on there. So that was that much detail for the top up there. The other detail is more on the bottom where I actually put down some. That's actually sand. Those exhaust trails are sand. The sand color that I end up using a little bit of light blue. I mean, a little bit of light gray, U.S. Air Force light gray, a little bit of blue, and then finished it off with a little bit of mixing in a little bit of the flat black. And then obviously I masked all the red lines. Those are not decals. Those are red lines, and then you can see some of the decals in there. All right. Dirtied it up a little bit. That's actually MIG desert sand that I kind of put down for a little bit of mud on the tail wheel, the tail edge. Oh no, the camera's screwing up. Okay, there we go. Woo, fixed it. That might come out a little bit screwed up, but then you can see the over by the tail, a little bit more chipping on the leading edges of the horizontal stabilizers. Same thing with that wheel too, just mud everywhere. Landing lights look like they kind of got hit with a little bit of matte finish. That's all right. Got to have a little bit of fading. I'm very proud with what I did with the Bombay. I actually wrote on the bombs. It's pretty funny. Berlin. Just stuff that normally would be said onto, might have been said onto, on certain things. You can see a little Kilroy was here face, special gift, with love, and I did my nickname Jaja that the kids call me, up yours. But also 12 of 20 is when I finished it, so I put the date on the bombs, and then Fubar, Snafu, the rest of swear words, and then Berlin. So yeah, I was very proud of what I did with the Bombay. I really liked how it came out. I'm hoping that maybe one day in the future, maybe I'll be lucky enough, I'll go to an air show or something, and I'll actually get to see a Lancaster up close and personal. I think the only couple Lancasters that are around are pretty much in England. I don't think the U.S. Air Force Museum has any more. So, but doesn't have any on display. I know they have a small section in the Air Force Museum where they actually have a Spitfire that has American markings on it, and they have a Mosquito that has American markings on it. So, I mean, it would be really nice to see maybe a Lancaster. So, but that's that. So yeah, it took me over October, November, 3 months to complete with weathering it. And I really like how it came out. So if you guys actually have this kit in your stash and you're looking for something really big, something big to build, even if it's probably the 172 scale, if you don't have it built and on display, I would definitely suggest building the Lancaster. You would love building it. It's absolutely fun. I'm still laughing at the markings that they have for this aircraft. I mean, it says Poos if you do it that way, but if you remove the British marking, it says POS. So I was like thinking that maybe they might have thought that the plane was a pile of junk. So I'm not going to really swear too much with YouTube because I don't know if they might, delete my video or something after it gets done. So, but that's it, guys. This is it. This is the Lancaster from Tamiya, 1975 kit. If you guys have any questions, just send it to me in the comments, and I'll answer all the if I missed anything that you guys want to know what I did with the Lancaster. All the decals that are put on the aircraft are actually used with microset and microsol. It works. Those solutions actually worked really well with the decals. There was one little mishap that happened on the this side right here. On this side, if you look really carefully, if I can get in the sun, you can see right there. I don't know if I can get my finger there. But if you look right there, you can see where the decal kind of disintegrated a little bit. But overall, everything else is good. You can actually, I think one of the big rondelles that they have, there is a crack in it, but you can't, now that I put the matte finish on it, you actually cannot see the crack anymore. So, but I did have another mishap with my dog that actually got rehomed. The top turret right here, it's actually missing a barrel because he broke it off. Because one day I left my room door open, and I guess when I was pulling out of the driveway, he ran to my room and jumped onto the desk to see me leave, to see where I was going, and basically he knocked over the guns at the time, and I fixed a lot. I fixed the front dorsal turret and the rear dorsal turret. Those barrels were easy to fix. The one that was the top turret, I could not find the barrel, and I couldn't figure out. The only one last thing I have to do with the Lancaster, and that will be putting on the antennas, and that's it. So, but that's an easy thing. But I wanted to post a video so you guys can see it. See it done. So I can post. I'll be posting. I'm gonna try posting pictures tomorrow of it if I can. If not, they'll be next week. Hopefully, I'll get a nice sunny day, and I'll be able to. You guys will be able to really see the Lancaster in the sun, and I'll post all the pictures on Instagram. And that's it. If you guys like these videos that I'm posting, hit the subscribe button. Share the videos if you want. Hit the like on the videos if you really like it, and just follow along all my crazy adventures. I will actually. I got my days requested. I'm just waiting to get the confirmation that it's okay. If so, I will be going down on December 29th to Corpus Christi, Texas to go see the USS Lexington. I found out that they repainted their F-14 Tomcat back into the original colors it was when they first got it, which was from the Top Gun movie. So it got so I'm gonna go look at the USS Lexington. I'll try to do some videos there as best as I can. I can only probably do two or three 20-minute long videos with this cell phone. So, and that'll be it for that. I think that's it. I'll be working on the 109 now and trying to get Joaquin Marcel's aircraft done. It's kind of hard trying to find markings for it, like decals for it. So, and then we'll go from there, and I'll try to see what I can do for that one, and then you'll see like on the bench for that one, and plus also I'll be working on the Tornado. So, but yeah, guys, that's it. If you guys also want a mask, it's in the description. Her website, you get a nice mask with her video game logos. She might even be able to do other markings if you guys want. Just gotta tell her if she can make them. If not, she might just do her video game ones that she does. She's it's Han Cosplay, I think that HANE Cosplay. And that's it. And if you guys want to like donate like $1 or $2 just to keep my supplies going as best as you can, as best I can, you keep up with my supplies to build more aircraft, make more videos and everything. I'll throw my PayPal account in the description. Follow also the link to the Facebook group page. Join it if you guys want to find vintage models like this one. Plus also to any of the hobby shops that are in Texas that I go to basically get supplies. All right. So I'll see you all later. Have fun. Stay safe. Keep modeling on. And I'll see you in the next video. See you later, guys. Bye.